Hey guys! Happy 1 month until more Wilds information day! Woo! Yeah! Help me please, I'm going insane! Hello my fellow hunters, and welcome. Today I want to do something I've not done in years, and you're not gonna like it. Actually no, you're hopefully really gonna like it. It's supposed to be a nice video for you to have fun and listen to. And that is, well, actually commit to and decide what my actual 5 favorite monsters are. Now, I've not actually thought about this in a definitive manner in, as I just said, nearly 3 years. That means Sunbreak wasn't even a thing when I did it last, and, well, technically Wilds obviously also wasn't a thing, though, you know, Wilds isn't out. We've only had 3 monster reveals, and it's just a little bit of, you know, trailery footage, a few seconds of them. Obviously a Wilds monster isn't going to be on this list. That would be ridiculous. It would be ridiculous, right? I'd never do that. Anyway, we'll see what happens when we get to number 5. In any case, yeah, I thought it would be fun then, as we are getting closer and closer to more Wilds to think about Monster Hunter. But, you know, in fairness, I always think it's fun to think about Monster Hunter, so hey! In any case, yeah, let's get into this then. My currently 5 favorite monsters of all time. And in number 5, I'm gonna go full wild card. It's Chatacabra. Oh yes, look, alright, look, stay with me. I know, this is a bold call. This is a strong take. But the thing is, I probably spend way too much time actually deciding before committing to telling you guys my decidings. And I went through the monster list over and over and over and over, narrowing it down, writing lists, deleting entries off of it, redoing it, and I take this very seriously. And I kind of was there like, there's not a 5th place that I feel insanely strong about right now. Like, don't get me wrong, I adore Chameleos. It sparked my love of reptiles and means a lot to me. Nergigante is the incredible flagship and fight of the game that most means everything to me in the Monster Hunter series. Things like Gogmazios, I have always adored, the largest flying monster and an absolute badass. But I just couldn't quite put my finger on any of them to take the spot. And I had a look at Chatacabra, and the thing is, he just appeals to me in everything that he is. He's the froggy reptile, which I already am so there for. He's got the, like, Devil Joe Jaw Mini Edition, which is just amazing. He's got some long, sticky, licky tongue action, which is always a fun monster gimmick. He's already got incredible ecology with attaching materials to his arm like Garangome. And he just seems an absolutely swell little cute dude that I feel like I am actually going to fall in love with. And it might be recency bias. In fact, it probably is recency bias, but hey, what's the harm in having a curveball? There's just something about him, from everything we've seen him do to his design, that just speaks to me, and it's exactly what I want from monsters. I just can't get enough pure reptile-y dudes, and he is one of the most reptile-y dudes I've ever seen. So, yeah, while this might be as much prediction as anything else, I'm gonna give it to Chatacabra, who I've not changed my feelings on since first seeing him and posting this. So, next up then, to return to normality, let's actually make use of Sunbreak that didn't get a look in last time because they didn't exist. Primordial Malzeno. And by the way, it's going to turn out that I've completely forgotten about one of these that I did like last year, and it totally did have Sunbreak, and I just have completely blanked on making it, and I'm like, yo, I didn't make one of these till 2021, but I'm hoping that's not the case. In any case, Primordial Malzeno is a masterpiece uniting story and gameplay encounter that I just cannot stop thinking about. Like, bottom line, the pure badassery of the phase transitions going from this pure white knight, defender of the kingdom, curio slayer, to succumbing once again, and then this black and red demonic form, and all of the moveset changes along with it. It is a tough fight, but it is a fair fight. It is learnable. It is satisfying. It's Nergigante in that sense, and everything about it is climactic to no end. At his base level, he is a wonderfully designed monster. Primordial Malzeno looks awesome. And the thing is, he is technically Malzeno. Yes, Primordial Malzeno the variant, but that is how Malzeno be. That's default Malzeno. Our original Malzeno is actually the variant. We just got them in the switcheroo way round. And I love that too. The lore and the ecology of him is absolutely stellar. And there's just absolutely nothing, like zero things that I find negative in any capacity when thinking about it. It is an absolutely fitting final encore, not just for Sunbreak, but for the 5th generation, and I am so pleased that he exists, and I really do hope, even though it's very unlikely, that we will see him once again. Following that then, and I did switch 4 and 3 around so many times, but I gotta commit, it's everybody's favorite bear.
I'm Goss Harag, the big bad, lovely cool blue with an angry red hue, and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I tell you and you, chop you in two, on the bones I will chew. I'm the ice bear, hide there out of nowhere. I take my time, saving the fear when I'm near, facing the demon in the snow. You know you've crossed the line, cause this Frost Island, is mine.
I love you!
I know.
Yes, Goss Harag, who also wins my award for monster most deserving to immediately return in the 6th generation in Wilds. In no small part because he got left behind on the subspecies extra version that most of the other New Rise monsters got in Sunbreak. It's just... oh, why? The poor guy! He's just the coolest! Literally, he has ice blades! What more do you want? Like, whoever at Capcom sat there and went, I want to do a bear, right? Then when he gets angry, we'll breathe ice onto his arms that will make him wield dual greatswords, and then he's gonna stab you. Like, take a bow, my friend. Every part of him is wondrous. The build-up to said Ice Blade mode, his enraged flushing him red and how you know you've now fucked up, and his unique punish if he stuns you, the slow murderer drag of the blade before slamming it down. He's just a really fun, exhilarating fight that is just this perfect point of challenge when you first get to him, but then becomes an immensely satisfying monster to dunk on once you learn how to combat his moves and all the extra damage you can do to his frosted arms. Shattering them and him reeling over is just wondrous. I don't think that I can think of perhaps a single more fun moment I've had in Monster Hunter than Rage Slash versus Goss Harag. Him slamming his ice blade down on me, tanking it with Rage Slash, returning it, shattering him. It's something special, and any monster that can provide a moment like that that sticks into your mind so much, so long after it happened, is worthy of a top spot in my book, and well, that's why he has a top spot in my book. He is the best bear, and I hope it is not the last time we have seen him. Following up at number 2 then, well, I've said this a lot, and I'll keep saying it, but hey, do you know I love owls? Nightcloak Malfestio. Don't get me wrong, base Malfestio is also incredible, but when it comes to versions of monsters, I feel like it's much more fun to just pick the best version of a monster and then give that the spot, as opposed to, like, yeah, Nightcloak would be 2nd place, and then regular Malfestio would be 6th place. It just kind of dilutes the variety on your list, and actually that's something in the monster poll that I wish they'd done, kind of coalesced the versions of monsters to get a less spread out list for a better feel for the average likeness of each monster. In any case, I digress. Nightcloak Malfestio is just the most interesting monster in the entire game, and I feel like it's hard to argue against that. He steals items, he goes invisible, he puts you to sleep, he can reverse your controls. Like, how many little weird mechanics can you pack into one monster and still make it this functional, fantastic encounter? I'm so sad that he's a deviant and therefore likely will never come up, but I hope that obviously Malfestio himself will return and they will just fold in some of Nightcloak's shenanigans to give him that extra little spark, and that would be utterly perfect. But that roar, that piercing shrill with the flush red wings, and then it's go time, his big swooping kick that rockets you about 50 feet back is just wonderful, and I just think he is so perfectly the trickster owl unlike anything else. The birdiest of all the bird wyverns, because he's literally just a bird, and we need more of that. We need more literally bird monsters, because they really are charming, and yes, I admit I am biased because it's an owl monster, and again, I don't know if you know this, but I love owls, but I think even ignoring that, he is just so interestingly designed, and our Jester Owl is one of the best creations we have ever gotten. Lastly then, probably the most anticlimactic part of this list for any of you that have even cursorily followed us, this channel, me, for even like a second, it's of course Raging Brachydios. He is objectively the best monster, he's got objectively the best fight thanks to Iceborne, he's got objectively the best theme thanks to Iceborne, he's just objectively the best, and if you disagree, sucks to be so wrong, doesn't it? Okay, no, look, obviously I adore him. I think the ecology with the slime and the symbiotic relationship, I have gone to great lengths to explain it in multiple separate lore videos covering him, because again, I love Brachydios, and as I said in Malfestio, the best version of him is Raging, and therefore he takes the spot, but base Brachydios is always going to be in my heart too. In any case, what do I even need to say? You all know. He was just fine before, well, Iceborne, but in Iceborne, he got elevated to true masterpiece level. That final phase, trapped in there, the ignition roar, how it plays out, him steaming and taking damage from his own slime, this him or you to the death. It might be the single greatest moment in an encounter with a monster in Monster Hunter history, at least for me. It really is just that special. There is something about it that you just do not forget. And that theme kicking in as well, oh my god. He was powerful, he was challenging, he led to incredible equipment for his time. He was impressive in every sense of the word, including being absolutely massive. I think people really underestimated when they leapt down in the guiding lines and first saw him just what they were in for. Anyone who's not experienced the older Raging, it really is a quite, oh my god, and then you get punched for 70% of your health, and it's like, oh my god, and I think that is wonderful. He got the tune-up of his life, and it made him impeccable, at least to me, and I know to a lot of you as well. Maybe not literally top or top 5 level, but I think it is hard to argue against that, objectively speaking, the whole flow of Raging Brachydios until you kill him is one of the best examples of encounter design, not just in Monster Hunter, but gaming in general. It is beautiful, fun, memorable, epic, satisfyingly challenging, and I think it will be a long time before it is topped for me, and therefore it remains a very worthy number 1 on my favourite monster list. Let me know yours, of course, and let me know your thoughts on mine, and I will see you soon with more Monster Hunter loveliness as we build up to the next reveals next month. For now then, like if you enjoyed this, subscribe and hit the bell for more, consider supporting the future of the channel on Patreon down below, and until we meet again, a goodbye.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.